Great.
Yeah, because myself, Yuta and Barbara stayed on for half an hour after chatting, and then I had to edit it. I was just concerned that all you'd have got was Barbara and myself and Yuta talking ourselves to death. Or should I say myself and Barbara talking to death, and poor Yuta just sort of sitting there trying to get a word in edgeways. So can you mute yourselves?
Hang on.
I know. Pin my video. There we go. So just massage the feet. Just get them nice and warm. And really work through the feet. And just so that you can feel them resting on the mat when you finish. So just good old roll through, along through the heel, onto the inner side and outer side of the foot. Don't forget your toes. Good. And then just press down through the sole of the foot and curl your foot over to just really stretch out that insole. Fab. And then press your foot down and then swap. And then just roll through. Just excellent. And then press down through the curve. And then just pop your ball just by your side, just so we'll use it a little in a moment, but you're just going to feel your feet on the mat and just gently walk through them, sort of trying to bend those toes. You're just loosening the feet and then press through one foot, so just the toes, and just roll through the toes. So you can see my knee moving from side to side, but just press through the toes. And then from there, if you can, curl the toes under there and then just gently press them onto the mat. Don't go mad, okay? And then just push that shin forward a bit. You should get a stretch all the way through the front of the foot and lower part of the calf. And then just from there, if you can balance on one foot, just circle. Can you see that? And reverse. Jolly good. Pop that down. And then same with the other foot. Press through the toes. As I say, I've got quite a sore toe, so you've got to make sure that you just do what you can and don't overstretch them. So just rolling through. But sometimes you can do this and your toes can be a little bit painful, but then after you've done it a few times, it goes. So that's, it's like the pain of stiffness. Sometimes when you've done it, the pain disappears. So if that happens, then you really need to keep doing this, because you obviously, your feet and your toes are getting stiff. And then when you've got pain, you kind of don't really want to do it then, do you? Then curl the toes under and then send the shin forward. Good. Float one foot and then circle. And then reverse it. Jolly good. Then from here, just pop the ball back into, just move this a bit. Just drop this down a bit, I think. That's it. You're just going to take the ball and then pop it just between your heels. So it's just on the mat, your feet are flat on the floor. You can just feel the inside of your ankles just squeezing that ball gently. And then just bend your knees just to stretch off those calves. So the knees are going forward over your toes. Your feet are still flat on the mat. And then from here, stand tall and then lift and float onto the toes. So we're just going to bend the knees, let the knees go over the toes, and then float up onto your toes. Remember, try not to drop the ball. Okay, lift and then back. And then lift and then back. Good. Now from here, just grab the ball, pop it between your knees. So you're trying to keep those knees hip distance. And then take a seat back, and then just into a squat and come back up. Now, you might feel that your knees sort of go like that, wobble a bit. Just trying to keep that ball and roughly the same pressure through the ball. Good. You can put your arms out to counterbalance, but remember you need to be able to see your toes all the time. So if you look down, and you could possibly lift your toes off the floor and give them a wiggle, because it all comes through your heels, up through the back of the legs and into your buttocks. Good, we've just got 2 more. Excellent, and last one. Just drop the ball, pop it to the side, and then pop your hands onto your hips. Take your legs a little bit wider, and then just circle at your pelvis. So remember, keeping your legs reasonably still. Reverse the move. So you're not sort of going the whole leg, okay, like that. Try and just isolate your pelvis. And if you're stiff, you might feel that that's quite hard to do, but then once you get going, you can start to move it a bit more. Side to side for me. Good. Now, just standing there, just take your arms by your side. You're going to take your arms up, take them out to the side, palms face forward and reach. And then all the way down. Now, as you move, just think about those arms lengthening from the shoulders. So you're really reaching away from the shoulders. Good. And up and down. Now just hold here, and just from there, press the palms out and circle. Now remember, try to keep your shoulders as if they're sliding down towards your bottom and they're not coming up towards your ears. So there's a feeling of the muscles activating at the bottom of your shoulder blades. Reverse, push those hands away. And then bring those hands and put them onto your shoulders. Draw circles. And don't worry about the cracking. If there's some cracking, try not to worry about it. As long as it's not painful, it's just maybe air pockets or some little muscles, tendons looking across bone. Okay, and then send those arms down. Excellent. Just stretching off the neck now. So you're going to lift up through the ear to the ceiling. Try and keep your body still. And then swap. And then swap. So you're thinking about your fingertips reaching towards the floor. And now just hold it there and just breathe in. And then as you exhale, move over to the other side. Make it a little longer stretch. Breathe in. And exhale. Now this time 2 breaths to hold that. So you can breathe in. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Obviously just go to your own breath. Then from here, just nod that chin towards the chest. And then look directly up and nod the chin. Good. This time just look to your left and then nod the chin. Come back to the center, go all the way to the right and nod the chin. And repeat one more time. So you just can go all the way over, nod the chin. Excellent. Take both arms out in front of you. Just interlink the fingers and then reach those hands away from you so that you can feel that your shoulders are sliding away. Your body stays reasonably upright, right? And just drop and look your head, drop your eye line to look towards the floor and just hold that. Then take both arms all the way around behind you. And again, just depends on how long your arms are, okay? How much movement you've got. You're just going to lift those arms away, straighten them and open up the chest. And breathe deeply. Now from here, take one arm up to the ceiling, lift up out of the rib cage. So you're going to lean over to the side, and then you're going to allow your body to bend over to that side, but over just in front of you. So you're just going to sweep forward, then sweep to the center, and then come back up to the start. So we're tall, we're going to lean, and then we're going to take, so I'm going to just send my arm over to the left in a diagonal fashion, and it's going to come forward, and then we're going to come up. So you're trying to keep your hips reasonably still. It's all about your rib cage and the upper part of the spine. So it's just a little circle really, and over. That's it. Now just swap arms. So you're going to lift up, feeling it up through the rib cage as high as you can, lean directly to the side, and then I'm just going to go slightly forward and then all the way around till I come back. So we're lifting, we're over to the side, a little bit forward so you get a stretch here, and then all the way around. And one more, lifting, over, and all the way around. Good. From there now, just pop those hands back onto the shoulders and just draw circles. Good. Pop your hands to the side of your head so that your elbows are back, okay? Not right back, but they're in line with your shoulders. Keep your feet hip distance, and then from here, we're just going to rotate and try and keep your hips still. Popping your hand on the side of your head stops you from pushing your head forward. And then just to the other side. Good. Don't forget to breathe in the middle, and then just blow the air out as you make the move. And excellent. Take those arms down and just relax them. Good. Grab a hold of your band if you can. I'm just going to pop the light on to see if I can make it a bit brighter, because I forgot to turn the light on today. I don't know whether that makes it any better. Good. Now from here, we've got the hold of the band. We're just going to take it out in front of you. So again, the whole thing with the band is you can make it as easy or as hard as you like. So if you want to hold it quite close together, that means that's quite a strong stretch, okay? So you're standing nice and tall. You're just going to pull your tummy muscles in and just take your band out just to shoulder height, okay? Then from here, you're going to just keep your left hand still and pull your right arm away. Now the idea, just repeat that the same. The idea is that your right arm will come out in line, your right hand will come out in line with your shoulder. Now as you do that, I want you to pull the band and look in the opposite direction and come back. So you're going to pull the band and just look over your shoulder, the other shoulder. And then pull the band and look over your shoulder. Good. Let your arms go down if you need to, and then pop them back up and repeat to the other side. So first of all, we're just going to do a couple where we're just checking the move. And you pull. Now this time, as you pull it apart, look over the other shoulder. Good. Oops. And then brilliant. From there down, just roll those shoulders. And then take the end of the band and just pop it onto the mat and stand on it. Now, both feet obviously reduce the size of the band. So you can put one foot on. It's entirely up to you. So we're here and you stand nice and tall, and you're going to take the band, so you've got your palm of your hand, and you're going to pop the band onto the palm of your hand like that. grip it and then turn it into your body like that. So it's the palm of the hand. You then make a fist and then put the inside of the fist to the inside to your legs. Pull your tummy muscles in nice and tight. And then from here, you're just going to float both arms out in front of you as far as you can, and then take them as high as you can and back down. Okay? Now, so some of you might just do this. Okay? That's okay because we're contracting the muscles. Yeah? We're putting some pressure through it. All right? And then you get a little bit higher if you can. And then all the way up. Now, as you get all the way up, the important thing with here is as soon as you start to push and make it really hard work with your arms, you don't then put your back into it and then swing your hips forward, because that makes it so much easier, but now your back is helping. But I want you just to work your arms, so you pull your tummy muscles in and you take those arms up as high as you can. I'd like you to try and do 3 more for me. And don't do it too fast. So you've got to control it up and control it down. Good. And we'll say that's the last one. Now take your band and take one foot off it, let the band go to the floor and keep a hold in one arm. So you've now got quite a lot of band here, and that's what we're after, really, okay? So from here, your arm is by your side, your fist is now facing forward, okay? And it's in the side of your body. You're just going to lift the band up and lift as high as you can out to the side. Now, checking your position, pull your tummy muscles in, and as you lift that arm, try not to do this with your body. Okay, you're trying to keep your body nice and still, and you're lifting. Good. Now, with the band, you're now going to take your hand and make it like a big, spread your fingers, and you're going to loop, pop the band between your fingers like that. And then you're going to just grip it, okay? So now our hands are into the body, the fist is facing into the body, and we're going to try and send the knuckles directly out to the side, okay? So we're just going to lift as high as we can, but the knuckles go to the ceiling, okay? Now the reason we've just changed our hand position is that we're just trying to work a different muscle in the shoulder, okay? The first one was for the front deltoid, the anterior deltoid. This is for the medial deltoid, which is the middle of your shoulder. Good. Now, this time, I want you to just take your hand, so your palm is up, so we're going to send it like that. We're going to put the band like that, so the knuckle is facing forward, okay? So this is going to be slightly harder, okay? So we're going to lift, and we're going to come up, but you're really trying to keep the knuckle of the hand facing forward. Now that just moves into the posterior deltoid. It's just slight, but it's much harder to lift your arm. Good. Excellent. Now swap sides. So you're just going to take your band, stand on it, make sure you've got plenty of movement, because the deltoids, to do this is quite hard on the deltoids, so you might need a lot of band. So you're going to take the first one, you're going to pop your band onto your hand, and your palm is facing forward, okay? Standing nice and tall, and then we're going to lift and up. So I'm hoping as you lift, you can kind of feel something going on here as you lift up. Don't forget to pull your tummy muscles in. That's it, we've just got a couple more. So as you can see, the front part of your shoulder appears much stronger. Then pop the band through the middle 2 fingers, grab a hold of it. So the palm is now facing into the body, and then lift and lift. So you're really sending the knuckles to the ceiling. Good. And one more. In fact, I think you could possibly just, with this grip, you can just turn the knuckles so they're facing forward. Actually, that might be easy enough. And then lift. So from here, so the knuckles are facing forward, it becomes more difficult to lift. Pull your tummy muscles in and don't lean. Lift and lift. Good. Now, take a hold of the band again on both hands, pop it down, and we're just going to do the biceps. So remember, biceps are the strongest muscle of your arm, okay? So for some of you, this might be really easy. So you're just going to grab a hold of the band, keep your elbows tight, and just bring the hands towards your shoulders. Now remember, I'm just going to come forward a little bit so you can see a bit more. When you bend your elbow, you keep your wrist nice and strong, okay? Don't do this, okay? Because all the stress goes on the wrist. So the elbow stays tight and you pull in like that. If it's easy, just shorten the band. Just make it a little bit harder by taking less band. And that makes it a little bit harder. Now, from there, we're going to bring our hands up just to elbow height. And then we're going to take it a bit further. We're going to go back to elbow height and further, back up. So we're not going all the way, we're just doing a half move. Up, 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 and up. Jolly good. And rest that. Then from here, the triceps, the evil triceps. So we're going to pop the band. It's on the floor in front of you, okay? You take, so I'm doing my right side. I'm going to pop my right foot on the band. Yeah, so now the band is coming up the back of my leg. I'm going to take my hand, I'm going to pop the band onto my hand, my palm, and grip it. Swing the arm all the way out to the side, lift it to the ceiling so that your arm is straight up behind you and you're pulling the band. Okay? Your elbow stays perfectly still and you bend the hand, bend the elbow, and you send the hand back up to the ceiling. Okay, so we're pulling the tummy muscles in. You're trying to keep your elbow there. Try not to bring the elbow down and push up like this, okay? You keep your elbow exactly where it is. And you pull up and down. Good. Now, from here, you're going to hold that, and we're just going to do 5 quick ones, okay? So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and rest. So again, swap legs, foot onto the band, band in the palm of the hand, take a good grip, swing round, elbow high, and then just take the hand directly to the ceiling, keeping the elbow where it is. So we're lifting and lifting up. Good. Now from here, just hold the band and little pull, 5 quick ones. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5. Oh, lovely. Then take the band. Last little rotation. You're going to pop it into your palms so that your knuckles are facing forward. Plenty of give for this one, okay? Because we're just going to stretch out through the shoulders. So you pull your tummy muscles in, you're going to lift the band out in front of you, and then we're going to take it all the way over behind you. So you want some give, because depending upon the flexibility of your shoulders, some people can get their shoulders all the way up to their ears and basically take those arms all the way back without having to move them. Fabulous movement. But you just need to be able to have a bit of give. And all the while as well, think about pulling your tummy muscles in, always with the tummy working, so your back doesn't arch. Excellent. Fab. Actually, one more. We're going to pop, we'll do the dumb waiter. So you're going to take your band, pop it into the palms of your hands, so it's rested, elbows into the side of the body, shoulders sliding down, neck nice and long. Grab a hold of the band, and then from here, just open the hands, take the hands apart, but keep your elbows into your body. So we're going to pull and back. Again, loosen the band if it's a little bit too much, but try not to lose your neck. Now hold it here and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now, this is definitely the last one. Up and over with your shoulders. Good. And rest. Excellent. Just pop your band down to one side. And we're just going to stand nice and tall and just peel over, okay? So just to remind you, if you're osteoporotic or osteopenic, it's okay to flex, but as long as you just don't do lots of it, okay? So nice and slowly. So you take a breath. You're just going to nod the chin gently towards the chest. You're going to allow those shoulders to roll gently forward. And then you're just going to let the weight of the head and the weight of the arms draw you over, okay? So that you're feeling a big stretch out through the back. At the bottom there, you're going to breathe in, you're going to pull those tummy muscles in and slowly stack back up, okay? So we're just going to do 2 more, okay? From there, nod the chin, slowly peel over. As I say, just let the weight of the head and the arms draw you over, stretch out through the spine. Get to the bottom, just have a little dangle, breathe in, and exhale to slowly peel up. And last one, big breath. Nod the chin, blow the air out. And just have a little dangle. And last one, peel back up. Good. Then just before we come on to our knees, I'm just going to do that little bit of balance. So you're just going to pick one foot into tabletop. Just going to hold it there. And just swap and float. So you're looking for the standing leg to be quite still, not too much shaking about. Swapping, just a couple more. Lifting. And back. Remember, go to the wall if you need a little hand. Now the last one, we're going to come up onto that standing leg. And I want you to wiggle your toes if you can. The foot that's on the mat. Yeah, so you're taking a little bit of the balance, a little bit of the help away. So we're trying not to use our toes. Ooh. And then swap. So the toes flick off the mat. And it makes it much more difficult. Or if it doesn't, that's great. Excellent. Now from here, just ready your mat. So you're going to peel. So you're going to just come down into a little crouch to start with. So we're standing nice and tall. So this has a little bit of impact on the knees, so be careful. So we're just going to peel slightly, just over slightly. And then we're going to bend our knees and we're going to let our heels come off the floor. Now we're just in that position. Now from here, you're going to Send your bottom back up to the ceiling, but get your heels onto the mat almost as quickly as you can. Then straighten out those legs and peel back up. Okay? So we're just going to peel over a little bit, not the chin. Let those shoulders relax. Now bend the knees. Come onto the toes. Now, if you can, take your hands off the floor so you're balancing on your toes. Then put your hands back down. Send those heels to the floor as your bottom goes up. Straighten out the legs. And then slowly peel up. Good. Now from here, we're going to peel over. And then we're going to come into the crouch. Straighten out my mats a bit. Good. And then take our hands forward and come on to our knees. Our toes are still tucked. Big old stretch on the toes there. Okay, just hold that, feel the stretch. Now, untuck the toes. Come back and sit onto your heels. Okay? So we're just stretching off the front of the quads. Now, a lot of people can sit like that, feel quite happy, doesn't matter. Sometimes you get cramp on your feet, but you're just stretching through here. Then we're going to just take our hands back. So we're onto all fours. And then we're just going to go into a cat stretch. Nice, smooth move. So just start down the base of the spine. Just make sure that's nice and warm. And then from there, then you can go into your full cat stretch. So you're looking towards your knees. You're taking the weight away from your hands. Hold that position, that curve, and then just send the bottom back. So you're just getting a little stretch down the lower part of the spine. So you're not taking your bottom back too far, but you're still in the curve. Back into your curve, now out of the curve. Send your chest through the gap all between your arms and look ahead. Now untuck. So you now tuck, should I say, into a lovely big cat stretch and then stretch back. And then from here, lovely big cat stretch. Excellent. Come into neutral, take your bottom back into a child's pose. Now, in order to get your head, if you can get your head on the floor, I don't want it to be at the expense of your bottom towards your heels. So I'm more interested in your bottom going to your heels. So if you struggle with that, make a fist, put another fist on top, and then put your head on top of the fists. So you can really send your bottom towards the mat, not worry so much about your head. And then from there, just gently move your bottom from side to side. Excellent. Then from here, just come back up. We're going to grab your roller. And we're just, stop saying that word just. We're going to roll out the fronts of our thighs. So we bring the roller close to our knees. We take our hands over one at a time, keep a hold of the roller there, and then let your thighs go onto the roller. So your elbows are on the mat. So they're nice and relaxed. Roll up and down through the thighs. Now you're all on mute, so I don't know whether you're screaming. So I'm hoping you're not screaming. I want to scream. So you're rolling up and down the roller, just finding those tense bits. And again, if they're not tense, jolly good. Okay? Means there's no sort of tightness there. Excellent. Ooh. I always find just as I'm about to go towards my knees, just there, it hurts a little bit. So if you can, just lift your bottom a little bit and hold that just above your knees, not on your knees. And just, that's where your muscles insert into the knee, muscles by the knee. Ooh, and then roll back. Good. From there now, just bring yourself back. Just shift your roller out of the way and then slide onto your tummy. So hopefully now you should feel those thighs really relaxed on the mat, feel quite heavy. From there, just stretch out both arms and legs and reach the fingertips towards the toes. I mean, towards the toes. I mean, away from the toes, yes. There, so really stretch away. Then from here, bring those arms back. So you're going to take the arms so that the elbow is out by the side of the shoulder and the hand is in line with the elbow, okay? Do that with both sides. From here, I would like you to open your legs wider than hip distance. And we're just, oh, I'm getting annoyed saying just. From here, we're going to lift the chest and lift the head. And we're not taking our elbows off the mat. We're just lifting the chest and the head comes with us. Pull those tummy muscles in. And that's it. Shouldn't be too difficult, I'm hoping. Now, from here, we're then going to lift all the way up. So the legs are wider, and we're just sending those elbows back and down. So the chest and the head, then the elbows, and then the elbows go down, followed by the chest and the head. So don't forget to breathe. So 2 ways of doing it here. You can breathe in to come up and exhale down. Or you can breathe in to prepare and then exhale to go up and down. Just 2 more for me. Now, from there, keep those arms where they are. Bend your knees so your heels are together. Just the heels. From here, take a deep breath, and as you exhale, squeeze those heels, pull those tummy muscles in, and float the knees away from the mat. Pop them down, straighten them out so that they're nice and long and wide again, and come up into a shallow cobra. So we're going to go back down. We're going to bend the knees, the heels go together. Breathe in, exhale, tighten the tummy, tighten the buttocks, squeeze those heels and lift the knees. Pop them down. Breathe in here. And exhale. Breathe in, bend the knees. Exhale to lift. Straighten out, breathe in. And exhale for the chest and the head. Good. Breathe in. Bend the knees. Lift, squeeze and lift. Straighten out. Breathe in when you're ready. And exhale. And last time, breathing in. And exhale, squeeze and lift. Straighten out the legs. And extend. Good. From here now. Bring those feet together. Hands underneath the forehead. We're going to pop the heels together again. Okay? So the hips are slightly laterally rotated in this position. Breathe in, suck the tummy muscles in, tighten the buttocks and float the legs. And then in this position, you're just going to beat the heels together. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Breathe in. And off we go again. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So breathing, if you want to do staccato breaths, as you come into the heel beats like this, we're going to go and down. And off we go again. And down. Keep those legs nice and long. Your head is relaxed on your hands. From here, just lengthen the right leg and take it away from the mat. Keeping your hips on the floor, okay? So we're lifting the leg. Just going to move that. See it better. So you're taking one leg, it doesn't come too high, it's nice and long, and the toes reach behind you. So as I've got the wall there, so I'm trying to reach towards the wall. Not rolling from side to side. Now, if that's enough for you, stick with that, okay? But the next move, just bring yourself into taking both legs off the mat. It has more stress on your back, so be careful. Tummy tight, buttocks tight, and float. Try and keep this part of the body, the upper part of the body, as relaxed as you can. So it's a big breath. And exhale, tighten everything and float. Breathing in. Tummy tight, buttocks tight, float those legs. Make sure you've supported everything before you take the weight of the legs. Breathing in, tummy tight, buttocks tight, and lift. Draw that tummy away from the mat, tighten the buttocks and lift again. And last one, lift. Good. Now, paddling the legs. So you can stick with just lifting both legs, or whichever you feel comfortable, or you can make it a little bit harder, where we're just going to float both legs and we're just going to pad them like that, keeping them nice and straight, and little pulses like that and down. So breathing in, tummy tight, buttocks tight, float both the legs and off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and rest. And exhale and away we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and rest. Last lot, big breath in. And exhale, tighten the tummy, tighten the buttocks. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and rest. Just take the arms by your side. Take my glasses off you. And we're going to lift the upper body. So we're going to breathe in. And as we exhale, slide those fingertips away from you. Lift the chest and the head. And pop down. So breathing in. Tummy tight. Buttocks tight. Lift. Remember, always the tummy first. Don't let the buttocks take over from the tummy. So you breathe in, feel the lightness as the tummy moves away from the mat, and tighten those buttocks. And lift. Good. And just one more. And lift. Jolly good. Take your hands back in to the side of your body. Shimmy up a bit. And from here, elbows are staying in. You're thinking about sliding your shoulder girdle down. And then we're just going to push up. So our arms are nice and straight. And then we're going to bend those elbows and send the front part of the body peeling back down onto the mat. So we push through the hands, the head, the chest, the lower ribcage, the tummy, lift away from the mat. Elbows stay into the body and peel down. And up we go. And excellent. From here, we're going to push it all the way up. We're in that position. You're now going to think about your tummy. Pull your tummy muscles in, tighten those buttocks, and send your bottom back into a child's pose. And just hold that position. In that position, I want you to just think about breathing. So you're going to breathe in, and as you exhale, think about the back of the rib cage rising and falling towards the ceiling. So you're really trying to fill those lungs. So really breathing in, nice, good breaths. Yeah. Now from here, come on to your bottom. So your knees are bent, feet flat on the floor, and we're trying to sit up as straight as we can. So as you can see, not looking good for me at the minute, bit rounded, all right? So I'm going to use my hands, and I'm going to take them behind my knees, and I'm just going to lift my chest. So that straightens out my back a bit, okay? Not lifting my head, I'm still looking ahead, and I'm holding on to help me sit tall. Now, once I've got that position, I'm then going to try and really use my tummy muscles and the strength of my muscles round by the side of my back to really hold me there. So I'm taking my hands off now because I'm really holding myself up. But still going to hold my hands because I'm just going to roll off my sit bones so that I kind of collapse, okay? And then I'm going to come back up, and then I'm going to lift my chest so that I'm really sitting tall. I'm going to roll off my sit bones. So I'm pulling my tummy muscles in as I roll off my sit bones. And then I'm going to roll forward, keeping my tummy pulled in, but I'm going to lift my chest. Good. And I'm going to roll back again. Now I'm just going to roll back a little bit further so I can feel something happening in my tummy. So you want to be really pulling your tummy muscles in. I'm going to roll forward again. And then I'm going to sit tall. Last one of these, you're just going to roll back. Feel that in your tummy muscles. And then we're going to roll back and sit tall. This time we're going to roll back. I'm going to really control it as we let our feet slide along. And we're controlling it all the way down. This is the pace, okay? Our knees are tabletop, and then we just use that, press those feet to the floor and spring up, okay? So that's the easy bit, the springing up, okay? The best part now here is to slow down. Now take your hands away and really, 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 really control it at that pace. Excellent, and down. Bring your legs back into tabletop and send it down, okay? So we'll slide our feet again this time. So you're here. So when we get to this point where the feet are off the mat, this is where the real control comes. Take your hands away and slow down. Fab. Hands behind you, behind the knees, and away we go. So I'm hoping I'm going to come up. Can you feel that in your tummy? Can you give me a bit of a thumbs up if you can feel that in your tummy? Anybody feeling it too much in their thighs? If you're feeling it too much in your thighs, just think about what's happening in your tummy. You may have released the tummy a bit too much. So we're just going to do 2 more, okay? So we're going to roll back. Feet are off. Let go. Slowly peel down. Knees into tabletop. Roll. Last one. So you can do it without the hands at all. So we're going to roll. We're here. We're going to slowly, 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 slowly peel down. In and push up. Fab. We're going to take our legs out nice and long. We're going to pop one foot into the side of the leg. Take the same side arm here. We're going to straighten it up and we're going to rotate and look. We're going to then come over and then reach gently towards the toe. Now, if you struggle to reach towards your toe, take this hand, pop it behind you, and just use that hand to gently give you a better stretch. So we're going to come up and over, and we're going to breathe in. Hold it there. And back. And swap. Brill. Swap legs. Bring that leg in. From here now, take that hand behind you if you need. Take this arm up. We're going to come over and reach. We're looking up. We're going to come over and reach. We're looking up and over and reach. Great. Pop those feet together. Grab a hold at the ankles and just let those knees flex like that. Great. Straighten out the legs. From there, we're going to roll back all the way down. Pop our right foot on top of the left knee. Take our left hand, relax the right arm here. Take a breath, and as we exhale, nod the chin, lift that head away from the mat and take the elbow across to the knee. So we're going to go 5, 4, don't send your head all the way back to the mat. 3, blow out 2, and 1. Now hold it close to your knee in 10 little pulses. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Swap legs. Left foot onto the right knee. Right hand behind your head. Left hand relaxed. We're going to come over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then come all the way over again, little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Last set of crisscross. Last set of crisscross. So you take your hands behind your head. You bring your right leg into tabletop, followed by your left. We're going to take a breath, and we're going to go take our left elbow to our right knee, but straighten the left leg out. We're going to come back, and we're going to swap. Now we're not doing them fast. We're going to breathe in, and and 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hug those knees in. From here, just send those knees and, send those feet to the floor. Now, we're coming to the end, but I was just going to do a little bit of a roller situation for about 5 minutes. If you really need to rush off, you can just pop off because you've been quite stretched off. But if you want to, just step in just for this, because otherwise it'll take a good few minutes and I don't want to make any of you late. So if any of you need to go, bye, but if not, stick with it and we'll just do a bit of a roller stretch. Okay, so you're going to put your roller underneath your knees, lie down, bring the feet near to the bottom so you can push your roller up, okay? So it's on your bottom. And then from here, just take your right leg and straighten it towards the floor, okay, as much as you can. So I've got a little bit of a bend there, okay? I'm going to take my other leg up and I'm going to use my hands and I'm going to draw it towards me. Okay, so we've got a little stretch going on through the front of the hip. Then I'm going to pop that down. I'm going to bring the other leg up, straighten that one away and give it a cuddle. Ooh, big old stretch. Now, take that straight leg, bring it into tabletop. And then straighten them out. Now, if you've got tight hamstrings, this is brilliant because you're at a bit of an angle with your bottom. So your hamstrings, for a lot of people, that's probably the straightest they have their legs, yeah? But you're just going to take them as close towards you as you can. So straighten the legs, hold on to your roller, send those heels to the ceiling. So send your heels up. Now, flex your toes, let your toes come towards your nose. So for me, because I've got tight hamstrings, because I'm on here, I feel a bit of a stretch. I'm actually getting a straight leg, which is quite nice. Really push away. Fab. Then from here, just bend one leg, followed by the other, and then put just the toes together. So the knees now are out to the side. And just hold that there. Now, if you can reach, just gently press those knees to the floor. Good. Then from here, come back, pop one leg down, keep this leg in tabletop and just circle. Give it as much of a circle as you want. You don't have to be too stringent with your mobility. You can move around a little bit. But as you move the hip, your buttocks and your lower spine, sort of your pelvis area is pressing into the mat, into the roller, sorry. Pop that back up and circle again. Whoa. And just reverse that move. Then pop the soles of the feet together, put them on the mat and let those knees drop out. And then from there, just take your pubic bone and just imagine you're trying to lift it to the ceiling. Get a big stretch through your inner thighs. Bring those knees down. Sorry, bring those knees back together even. Float them and then just roll from side to side. Whoa. Any pain? You can't answer. So as far as I'm concerned, you're all loving it. Okay, from there. Now, if you feel any pain, just have a little roll on that area and just see if that pain dissipates. Just could be a bobbly muscle, just needs flattening out. So anywhere you find that, just have a little roll. Ooh. And then, remember, keep a tight hold of this roller so it doesn't roll away from you. Good. And then last but not least, take that just for this bit, you're going to stretch out those legs, nice and long. Now, pull your tummy muscles in if you can, and take your arms overhead, okay? And just hold that and breathe in. Good. Now, bring your hands back, bend your knees, lift your bottom, slide the roller out. Last bit, just for your upper back and you're trapped. So you're going to take the band, take the roller, do this any way you can. I'm obviously not doing it very well today. You're going to take your roller behind you. You're going to get it so that you can feel the bottom of your shoulder blades jabbing into it. Okay? Now, hold your hands behind your head. Good little bit of support. Looking always kind of forward or just gently up. All right? Don't take your head right back. And just let that back of the rib cage, thoracic spine, just hug your roller. So you're just going to roll over and back, rolling over and back. And once you get used to that, then just roll to the side, all the way. And then just roll forward and back just a little bit. And that's your, what was I going to say? Your lats and where your rhomboids are. Oh, tense. Good. Any pain, just so roll off the pain if it's too much, and then just roll back a little bit and just see if that makes it feel a bit better. Roll your body all the way over and do the same thing on that side. Good. Then back to the center. Make sure your roller is below your shoulder blades. And then press a bit more weight by lifting your bottom and rolling up and down. Now you can roll as far up and down as you like, but don't go right down to your lower back. I would say just go down almost to the lower part of your rib cage and come back up. As high as you feel comfortable. And just have a little roll. Good. Pop your bottom down, and then finally, just for your neck, to let your head relax onto the roller. So you feel the roller at the base of the skull, and from here, roll the head from side to side. Now, again, a lot of tension can be found in there. If you're sitting at a computer a lot, this is quite nice. Just to roll through. And again, roll as far as you want to with your head. And then when you're ready, just pop your roller out behind you and let your body relax on the mat. And hopefully your bottom and your shoulders and your head will be heavy on that mat. Just breathe into the nose and out to the mouth. Good. And then from here, just roll yourself onto the side and bring yourself up onto your bottom. And very slowly bring yourself up onto your feet. So you're standing with your feet hip distance, feeling nice. I hope you feel nice and flat. Good, as in flat. And then from there, just let your arms just dangle. And then just circle at the head, nice and gentle, not too much. Little shake. Then just finally, feet flat on the mat, tummy held in, chest open, arms by your side. Take a big breath in and exhale. And again, and exhale. Thank you very much. Put my glasses on, stop the recording.